Every American is familiar with the day where thousands of innocent civilians were killed. Every American is familiar with the day where billions of dollars worth of damages were dealt to the American people. And of course, every American is familiar with the day the two Twin Towers fell in New York City. That day, of course, is 9/11, and every American knows the story and what happened on that day. Although something that not every American knows is that the two Twin Towers were built into one new tower, called the One World Trade Center. This One World Trade Center is also nicknamed the Freedom Tower, as it is a symbol of hope for the American people who will always rebuild back from when we fell. I'm currently in the process of being a firefighter right now, and on 9/11, 343 firefighters died on 9/11 trying to save those inside the Twin Towers. So this has been a tower that I've researched throughout my life, and I've also had the opportunity to visit the One World Trade Center. I was very blessed to be able to visit that, and I thought it would be fitting to talk to you guys today about the One World Trade Center, also nicknamed the Freedom Tower. Area September 2014, named this building as the tallest building in the United States. This is a building that soars over every building that surrounds it, but not only every building that surrounds it, but every building that is in the United States. Today, it is a very significant building in American culture and in New York, as it is not only a place of business, but a place for Americans go to remember what happened on 9/11. Today, I'll explain to you reasons that the tower was built, what makes this tower unique, and the impact that it has on American culture today. First, I'll go over the reason that the tower was built. The tower was built for multiple reasons and purposes. Architectural record on January 2015 describes it as, it will serve as a marker for the 9/11 memorial. This is a tower that soars over all other buildings, so of course it'd be a good marker for 9/11 memorial, which is directly under the tower. You could, right under it, it's on the same block as a memorial, where you're able to see both the tower and the memorial. Not only is this a place as a marker for the memorial, but it's also a place of business. Area in September 2014 described this as a place of business. Now, of course, when the two Twin Towers did fall, the businesses fell with it, and all those jobs of people that worked at the World Trade Center, everybody lost their jobs after the Twin Towers fell. So, of course, the buildings did have to be rebuilt for the businesses inside the World Trade Center. So not only is this a marker for the memorial, but this is also a place for people to work. The building is also extremely unique compared to other buildings around it. As I'll show you right here, the building does not have a block design like the other buildings do around it, as it was purposely made to make itself unique around the other buildings. You see right here, it's not a block, it's not a cube. It's made to look pretty and rememberable for when you see it. It looks a lot different than the original two Twin Towers, which were both cubes, although it is, of course, it still goes by the same name. Architectural record in January 2015 explained as just north of the 9/11 memorial of the 9/11 memorial fountains. The One World Trade Center rises at 1,776 feet. It's also a pleasant sight to see compared to the buildings around it. An area in September 2014 described as their unique fluid composition to it. So when the architects were designing this building, they wanted to make it look different than the buildings around it. Not only the buildings around it, but other buildings in the country, to separate it from other buildings in the country, so we wouldn't get mixed in, because this is a very special building. It's not like any other, due to the fact that it's also a place to remember those who died in 9/11. The World Trade Center is also extremely important to the American culture and the American people due to what it represents. The World Trade Center is similar to an American monument, just like the White House, the Capitol. The World Trade Center is also extremely important to America. Time in March of 2014 described it as, the World Trade Center is a statement of hope and defiance. Of course, when the towers did fall and we rebuilt, it was a symbol of strength and hope in America, due to the fact that, as a symbol of when we do fall, we will come back even stronger than we did before. time in time in March of 2014, also described it as a spire whose beacon glows at the height of 1,776 feet. Now, America was founded in 1776, so of course it would be fitting to make the building just as tall as the year that America was founded. So not only does this play a big part in American culture, but American culture had a big play in how the towers were built. Today, we went over why the tower was built, what separates the tower from other buildings, not only in New York, but the country, and the impact that it had on American culture, and why this building is so important to Americans. So, I advise you, if you ever take a trip to New York City, and you're blessed enough to go see this tower, I recommend you do. I recommend you see this tower, you appreciate the architectural work on it, but you also remember those who came before it and the reasons that it was built. And also not forget the towers that were there before and the people who all died in 9/11. Thank you.